Hello, my name is Carla Herrera, and today I will be discussing Victor Jara and his poetic works and what had kind of inspired him to write them. To start off with, Victor Jara was a very influential Chilean poet who was murdered and tortured in a military coup as a result of his anti-government poems. He was very um, public with his distrust and criticisms of the Chilean government. At the time of uh, the peak of his poems, the Chilean government, President Allende was overthrown in a military coup, and military leader Pinochet took over Chile, which caused much upheaval in the Chilean population. And as a result of the military and political strife, thousands of anti-government um, citizens were tortured and murdered and had gone missing. And I also have an excerpt from one of Victor Jara's most influential poems, Chile Stadium. He had two that were very influential to the Chilean people and other political activists who read his work. The other one was called The Right to Live in Peace, but the one I will be reading is Chile Stadium. Let them cry out for this ignominy. We are 10,000 fewer hands that do not produce. How many of us are there throughout our homeland? The blood of our comrade, the president, pulses with more strength than bombs and machine guns, and so too will our fists again beat. Like I had said, this poem was very influential. It described the um, tyrannical rule that was being placed over the citizens of Chile and the violence that was enacted against them. Many of these were innocent citizens that had nothing to do with the government and its military coup. Um, Victor Jara uses many literary devices to portray. He was very good at getting the audience to feel emotions through his choice of words. Um, Many of his political works did go on to influence other political activists later on through generations. Um, His works also discuss themes of love, political peace, and social justice. The main one that I felt like characterized his work was definitely political peace. At a time where there was much strife and fear of the government, his poems gave strength to many of the citizens that were suffering. He also wrote and stood up for Chile's poverty stricken population, which was having a lot of famines and trouble, and many of the citizens were um, dying of hunger as a result of the government not getting involved, um, social systems being shut down. Um, 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 but he is acclaimed to be very bold for publicly criticizing the Chilean government and being one of the only writers at that time to stand up for his people. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.